Well, safety.
Never.
Takes.
Holiday.
Oh yeah,
Let's
or
go.
words have never been spoken.
We're back.
A wise samurai once said that.
That's one of my guys.
You know what they sell in the mall food court? They sell drinks.
We're
mall
getting right
food
into
court.
it. You could also say they sell drinks at like a smoothie stand, often found in malls, like a Planet Smoothie,
Something like that.
And
They
Orange
also
Julius.
probably sell a bag of Sun Chips somewhere.
a tropical smoothie cafe. Well, let's stop beating around the bush. What are we drinking? I'm thirsty.
What are we drinking?
I'm parched.
As you guys know, I just took a little
You
detour.
Yeah, Pat
you
forgot.
showed up without a drink.
Pat
I
forgot.
did show up without a drink.
I'm parched.
Because we switched.
And
It's 5 Powerade zeros.
no,
I'll take
I
it.
did not forget. I had this plan.
We got floats, guys.
It's float night.
I got some goodies.
We got
To
some
go
French
along with the
vanilla,
floats.
Turkey Hill premium ice cream, and some A&W root beer.
Did you get deli meat?
No.
No.
What'd you get?
Oh, just some
To go
stuff.
along with the float.
Was that like a plan?
One of these cups.
Grogu cups.
Was that like a plan?
It's
I'm gonna take one, pass it
Did you
down.
have these or
Don't worry
do you
about
buy these right now?
I had these.
No, nothing. Don't worry about it. To have deli meat with the floats.
And then for us, usually have straw and spoon with a float, I feel like.
Sure. Look at
Got
this.
some green spoon
You
for
came prepared. Look at this.
He actually didn't. He came,
Yeah,
he
he
came
had to go.
prepared with a plan.
No, just this stuff I went to buy. The other stuff
Oh,
I
you
had.
had?
Oh,
It's like an endless bag
Then-
of fun you have.
And
what is this?
What is it?
What the hell are you
Is
doing
that?
here?
I got silly straws.
Silly
Fucking
straws.
clothes.
out.
I don't know.
None of this will sound good or make any sense to anybody because this is like 3-year long bit that we've been going with.
And now it floats.
It's
We
fine.
have- That's all you gotta know.
This is
I don't
great.
know how we're gonna.
Float night has been a meme.
Maybe we get a big
I have to
spoon.
go get an ice cream
Yeah,
scoop.
get a big.
Wow.
And you guys take this home, use it if you want.
I'm gonna throw it out.
Oh yeah. What
I
you
don't know
get?
how practical these silly straws are gonna be.
What does it say?
Did it say something?
I think so.
No, it does.
L-E-E. Oh, cheers! It says
Oh,
cheers.
cheers!
There you go.
Fuck you.
Wow, Pat, this was like,
Wait, what the fuck is this?
oh, right here, it's gonna have some trouble.
Make you drink through magic?
Yeah. This is
What-
actually.
what we
As if it was just talking
This one,
about
too.
silly straws.
On YouTube, I'll put like a picture of this.
Well, no, because if this was just
We're gonna have one extra that you can take a picture of.
no, because
No,
if
it's
this
gonna
if there was
be
just liquid in here,
Oh man,
it's gonna be a.
this is gonna be a challenge.
Wait, I think everyone should try and start off with like dumping a little bit of root beer in their
Aw.
cup first, and then testing out the silly straw first.
I agree. I think that's a smart thing to
The
do.
straw is ridiculous.
It says cheers.
It takes like
It's huge.
the
Look how
damn
wide
thing's
it is.
journey to your mouth.
It's hard to get air through it.
We're like, how long is this shit? It's got to be 2 feet. Yeah. Come on, look at
It's
this.
so hard to get air through it. We're never gonna get this through it.
You know how much a thing of Perry's ice cream is?
$9.
$7.50.
How much was the Turkey Hill?
It's like $7. But
It's an honorary
the
plaque.
the Market in the Square brand, they were sold out of
Oh
vanilla
wait,
ice
give
cream.
it a
That was only like $4.50.
Oh yeah, root beer.
Be careful, it was
What do you add first? The cream or the?
Oh,
The ice cream.
that was crisp.
you
Wait, dump a little bit in
usually
there.
yes,
Yeah,
ice
that's
cream
what
first.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just sip through it.
But I didn't want to get a sip.
I'm gonna get this
I'm doing
Let's
nice.
see how this works.
cracked. Oh, there's no lid on it?
Whoa.
It's not.
I mean, it's not real.
I'm going in.
Not efficient.
Would Paul Blart approve of this?
David's doing this the first scoop of the pot.
You definitely gotta get a big inhale.
How many
before
scoops do
want
you
it.
do?
Probably like
As
a scoop.
much as you want.
It's like a
Fill it
wind
up.
instrument.
Like a scoop and a
We
half.
got a lot of ice cream.
Well, I'm
we
doing
got
like
a lot
3
of
scoops.
pot.
Oh shit.
He's doing 3. Fine, I'll
Oh
do
my
2.5
God.
scoops.
Oh my
No, I'm
god.
just gonna do a little one.
Oh my
Just a little
god.
tiny one.
Oh my god.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Oh my god.
Go give your balls a tug.
Oh, glad that landed in there.
I'm getting floats.
For all our Shorzy
Who wants to
letter
get
Kenny
close?
fans.
Patrick, thank you.
People probably
This
know.
was a phenomenal idea.
This is amazing.
Fuck
man,
you.
seriously.
It was
Ah.
5 Goose.
Fuck you.
Alright, so I'm gonna do like a little sip of beer.
Like I had this plan for a bit.
Billy, you want to pass up?
Oh,
And W.
I don't think I'm gonna use this straw. It's a real pain in the ass.
No, I
What-
might try and use
What's better than guys having floats?
it. Nothing better than that.
Bro.
If these
Yeah,
straws
that's
are
pretty
too
full,
impractical,
They are.
then just feel free to not use it.
I'm gonna
you know?
use this.
I won't be
spoon, most
heartbroken.
likely.
I like the sentiment of the straws.
They're impractical.
They don't work as well as I would like.
Fuck you.
Korean.
And Dub.
Let me get a sun chip here. I did not expect such a
This is
feast.
a fucking.
Oh, Pat,
snack nightmare.
There is forks in here too, which is pretty nice. Oh, now we'll have them down here.
Just in case you ever need a fork.
Yeah.
We got ice cream like all the way up the spoon.
Who was it?
Oh,
Who did it?
I don't know. Who could that be?
I got ice cream all over. And you know, it's the pod, so I haven't had an ice cream.
Okay, mix that up a little bit. Get that A&W really flowing in there.
Well, last time you guys had a float.
With
Last time we
with
did
you
float
guys.
night.
Last time we did float.
Float
night.
It's true.
So what pass me a nap? Thanks.
Float night is a special thing.
You know, this would, I wouldn't say cure, but it would get Paul Blart out of a hypoglycemia episode.
Absolutely. If Paul Blart found himself passed out in the
Or I-
hall floor, and there was a nice root beer float, some sun chips.
If he had just downed one, like right before he took the New Jersey State Police fitness exam, he would have made it past the line. I think we would have had a different movie. He would have earned his badge and his gun.
Yeah, I don't think any of this would have happened without. Well, it would have happened, but it just would have been
Yeah,
different mall cops.
Yeah, Amy would be going to the Caymans, not marrying Paul.
Wait, no, because in Paul Blart 2, didn't she like?
Yeah, aren't they divorced?
Yeah, they got divorced.
Yeah, but still, at the end of this one, they're married on segways.
Dude, Paul Blart 2 was just absolutely.
I remember being
I'm
so
s-
disappointed.
I'm sure we'll get to it later, but we don't have to spend too much time
No.
on it because it's. You know what I realized? We're coming right up.
Boy, a test.
We're coming right up on the 10th anniversary of the sequel. It was released in April of 2015.
No way.
It is April of 2025. Does anyone mind passing me the RB?
Hmm.
David's back in the studio, so we can get.
Rolling.
Yeah, we can stop dicking around. We can really get into observing cinema.
Pat, amazing idea with the floats.
Yeah,
Yes.
this
really-
straw is not good.
Not working.
You might have to break up your ice cream.
Also with the thickness of the ice cream.
Yeah.
Wow, what a treat. This is fun.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, there we go.
Like just like 20 minutes ago, there was nothing on this table, and now there's crazy straws, root beer, ice cream, sun
Sun
chips.
Plasticware.
So Billy, this was your birthday was yesterday. You were the birthday boy.
Mm-hmm.
This was your pick. Good one.
Oh, yeah, I'm very proud of
Oh, fantastic one.
I had a really good time with this movie. I've seen it
We've all seen it, correct?
many times.
Oh,
before,
yeah.
But every time I watch it, it always gets a good laugh out of me.
Never gets old.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it in a little bit. But I saw it many times as a boy. And yeah, it's just a goofy little movie, Puts a lot of respect on the mall cop genre. Oh, work.
My earliest memory with this movie is seeing this in the theater for David's birthday, walking in like 5 minutes late.
I did not see this
I
theatrically.
do not remember it being late.
We like walked, and maybe not 5 minutes, like we walked in during opening scene.
Do you remember seeing it in the theater?
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know if I remember it was for my birthday, though.
Well, it was released in January of 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
David's 7th birthday.
going to see a movie for your birthday, have any of you ever had a birthday at the movie theater?
Oh, I did.
And guess what movie it was for?
What?
Yes.
Dude, Will not.
It was November of 2008.
Animated movie?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Kids movie, though.
Kid movie though. Billy, any guesses?
I know.
I don't
what
know.
it is.
It was the third movie of a franchise, I guess. Trilogy.
And it was at the Galleria Regal.
Starring Zac Efron
Oh, it was definitely something like super goofy then.
and Vanessa Hudgens. No?
No.
High School Musical 3.
Oh. of
Colon
course.
senior year.
Poland
It
senior
was a
year.
great time.
I'm out of the High School Musical loop. I had Ambu Alliance
That dropped on your birthday.
that did drop. That was a great birthday movie. Man.
We've done that movie.
That was seriously.
Ambulance. Love it.
That was at the Dipson too. So
Really?
Oh yeah.
I haven't been to the Dipson
Which Dipton?
in a very long time.
The
McKinley Mall?
mhm.
You guys think that if Paul Blart was an LA police officer, would he have been hunting down Danny Sharp? Well, the lead terrorist of this movie is the fucking negotiator from Ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
He
Imagine,
really switched sides there.
imagine Dan Sharp versus Paul Blart.
God, battle of will.
That would be.
Paul Blart's on top.
You think
In
so?
that case, yeah.
Yeah.
You
probably.
think Danny Sharp couldn't rob a mall guarded by Paul Blart?
Paul Blart
Oh,
was
I don't
getting
think
his ass
anyone
kicked.
could.
I think Paul Blart loses in that
Uh-huh.
instance. I think the fact that he was able to succeed now even is 1 in a million.
He had that dog in him.
Luck was on his side.
Yeah, you
that-
can't tell
that
me it
night.
wasn't. The stars aligned for him.
Mm-hmm.
I credit him for taking the opportunity, and he really put it in.
He was
He put in the work.
outside of the mall. He could have just kept walking
He
forward.
did not have to do that.
So that fucking Mustang, he was gotta go back, and the guy's like, "Come on!" So this movie, aptly titled "Paul Blart: Mall Cop," it's directed by Steve Carr. I took a look at his filmography. Did not direct the sequel.
Oh, okay.
He directed mostly comedy films throughout the 2000s, such as Next Friday, Daddy Daycare,
Nice.
Good movie.
Dr.
Great movie.
Dolittle 2,
Mm.
and one of the segments from movie 43.
It's one of them. You know which one?
It said, let me look it up. Every
I'll
well, yeah,
find
that's the
out which
thing.
one.
Every segment of movie 43 had a different director.
See, that's why it's so hard to call it a fucking movie.
Because
It's literally just like short, they just stitched together and they call it. They're like, yeah, it's feature length film.
dude, James Gunn directed one of them. Yeah, here's some of the directors credited with directing in movie 43. Just a few. That Stephen Brill, I believe he directed some Adam Sandler movies such as Little Nicky and Mr. Deeds. Peter Farrelly of Farrelly Brothers fame directed Dumb and Dumber, There's Something About Mary, all that, and Green Book, Best Picture winner. Griffin Dunn, the main actor from Martin Scorsese's After Hours. Elizabeth Banks, Brett Ratner, who we're not going to talk about because he's canceled. James Gunn, Bob Odenkirk. I don't even want to get into movie 43 because it's just baffling. He directed the segment The Proposition. You know which one that is? Any movie 43 heads out there?
Proposition, not by name.
I'm looking through it right now. Proposition. That is, oh my god. That's the Chris Pratt on a Ferris one.
Oh,
Where
the poop
doesn't he
one?
wanted to shit on her?
Mhm.
Or she wanted her to shit on him?
Yep. That's what it was.
Jesus. That's one of the few movies I started and not finished.
That is definitely not a children's movie.
No, it's not. It's not an anyone movie, frankly. But yes, back to Paul Blart. This is one of our least organized eps in a while. We're all just downing these fucking floats.
Polly
Yeah, but you know what? It's a birthday bash.
B.
Stars Kevin James as the titular Paul Blart.
Ridiculous.
What, the straw?
The
Mhm.
cheer straw.
Cheers.
I didn't even know it said cheers until you pointed it out.
Yeah, I was like, it says
Oh my
something.
god.
I was like,
it
it
does.
says something. I don't know what, but then I was like, oh.
Oh, we didn't cheers.
Oh,
But I mean, there's still a chance.
there's so much room in here.
It's almost, it's like you can't, I don't know. They need to do a redesign so it's a more easy flowing straw.
So it stars Kevin James as the big man himself, Paul Blart. aspiring New Jersey state trooper, but forced to slum it, protecting the people of the West Orange Pavilion Mall in New Jersey.
I hate the foaming floats. Like,
Talking
Thanks.
to no one.
West Orange.
I'm talking about the movie.
Talking about Paul Blart's crushed dreams of protecting the people of New Jersey and keeping them safe. And he can still do that in a way, just in a much smaller scale. His jurisdiction is from that end of the mall to that one. From like the Foot Locker to the arcade, probably.
Does anyone know how much, like, he's a security guard, like, technically, right? Isn't that what it says on his arm?
That is, yeah.
Well, security
he's
guard is
yeah.
a controversial term.
And
Security officer.
like, how much, like, legally, like, how much power does he have? Does anyone have any idea?
I think considering that he was the SWAT team's man on the inside, they were willing to make some exceptions that night. And they were just like, you know what?
Let him have his fun.
You're the only man on the side of law and order in the building.
Let him have his moment.
You'll be our proxy.
What, can he detain people, you think? Like,
can-
if he puts his hands on someone?
He could make a citizen's arrest. He says that in
Yeah.
the Victoria's Secret, which anyone can, really.
Yeah.
That's not true. They're like, that's true. I can arrest you right now. That's true.
Sure,
She
sure.
could.
Hey, not talking to you.
Throws a drink down. Yeah. So Kevin James, he's been many things. He was the king of Queens.
Oh yeah.
He fucking breaks the pool in Grown Ups.
Mm.
That's all I can really think about in Grown Ups. He like tries to get out of an above ground pool and it bursts. He was a zookeeper in Zookeeper.
Mm.
He crossed paths with Dana White, I believe, and Here Comes the Boom. He was an international assassin in the Netflix film True Memoirs of an International Assassin. But what do we know him as best? Probably this role.
And he was a neo-Nazi.
That's context is so important.
In a movie.
In the film Becky,
he plays
released
a
in
Nazi.
2020, he did play a skinhead in Becky. He was chasing a little girl
I did not know
named
that.
Becky. That was a
did not know
COVID.
that,
It was a
man.
COVID movie. It was like during that summer.
Kind of seems
Pat
like
Pat and I went to go see it at the drive-in when they were open during COVID.
it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Unless we forget Kevin James, duly elected.
Oh, as the president of the United States in Pixels, how could I forget? That might be his most known role, the fucking leader of the free world
Would you guys vote for Kevin James?
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
probably.
probably.
I
You
would.
know.
What's
If he
his,
was,
where's he at on foreign policy?
Nowhere.
I'll follow him anywhere. He can lead me on his Segway. I'll be as safe as the president.
Our stomachs are going to be hurting. We're all over here chugging floats.
What does this episode sound
Chugging
like?
floats. Chugging.
So you said Segway.
Like
He has his Segway in his garage. Don't you think the Segway is something like you just like leave at the mall?
Maybe
like
he
charge?
Mode of
he-
transportation.
perhaps he bought it outright.
No, you
Yeah.
know what? The rules are probably that you have to leave it at the mall, but he's been working there for a long time. They're like, you can just take it home.
Yeah, he's got tenure.
I'm thinking, yeah,
So he
he
probably
probably
wouldn't
like
take it.
shook some hands. He was like, I don't have a car.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanna. I mean, I'm sure he has a car.
No, he never shows
Else
it.
does his daughter get her? Yeah, he opens his garage and it's just a Segway.
Yeah,
Does anyone remember Mall Cop 2 at all?
I do.
Not really.
What's he doing into? Like, what's his occupation?
He's at some like
like what's
Some
his
He's at
occupation?
some resort.
they're at some like
With his
fucking like
daughter.
hotel in Vegas or some shit. It's like I think it's like a mall cop combine.
Yeah.
I think it's like celebrating the best in the field.
Yeah.
Like,
But
Malls-
I haven't seen it in 10 years.
like, do you think he's 2025 Paul Blart? What's he doing? Is he still a mall cop?
I
You
think-
know, is his mall he's working at still around? Do you think it closed down?
I think
Or
perhaps
if so, then they definitely transferred him.
maybe he's like a low level, like maybe like he's moved to like another like shittier mall and he's not getting the action anymore. So he maybe like moonlights as a vigilante late at night and he's got like a fringe like right wing podcast called like Brothers in Arms or something where he interviews like people with Punisher tattoos.
Or he's like going around to like police like conventions, you know, like how you like can go and
Like police versus fireman softball game or something.
Yeah, well, like you know,
Trying
how,
to
like
make
sometimes
connections.
at like a convention center, they have like all the police gear laid out. Sometimes they have like the SWAT trucks in there, police cars and stuff like that. He like goes to those, and he's just kind of there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're the guy who saved them all." Hashtag team.
He is the
saved
guy
all.
that saved them all.
He saved them.
He
all.
also fucking destroyed a lot of them all in the process.
Hashtag Blart saves them all.
It also talked a lot about Kevin James there. Also stars Jayma Mays, who was just recently in Red Eye. Keir O'Donnell, our guy from Ambulance, and he's the weirdo brother from Wedding Crashers.
Right.
I believe he was also an American Sniper. And Bobby Cannavale, the guy from the doctor from Daddy's Home, among many
Oh,
other
yes,
things.
yes.
He's the leader of the fucking New Jersey SWAT team.
Mhm.
And Rainey Rodriguez of Austin and Alley fame is Paul Blart's daughter.
We need to start a least favorite character list. She'd be number one on it.
Yeah, she's not into
Number
it.
one.
She's just late for a shift at Foot Locker.
We'll get into it later.
Well, this was released on January 16th, 2009, so it's just turned 16 years old. Paul Blart can drive now. He can turn a Segway in and get a fucking car.
Mhm.
Do you think he got
The Camry.
paid a lot for this? Like, do you think he got paid extra for saving them all?
Oh, Blart?
Yeah.
No,
He
maybe like
definitely got an award.
yeah,
of
probably a
something,
medal
a
of
handshake.
heroism.
Well, that's what Paul Blart 2 is about.
Well, 2 I think takes place like years after.
Oh, does it?
It's very telling that none of us really know. Because that movie sucks. Maybe he got like a $50 gift card to American Joe's.
Probably.
You know,
Drinks on somebody at American Joe's
Yeah.
in commemoration of Blart's.
I bet
They're always having facts.
every establishment in that mall that he saved from getting all their money taken from probably gave him like a gift basket full of goodies.
Or a discount. Like he gets like a he already probably gets an employee discount, but now like if
probably like
Yeah, do
hooked
you
up
think-
for life.
So do you think if he goes to like an Annie Ann's now, they'll just be and he wants like 20 pretzel bites, they'll like just put it on the house and
They'll
like, just
probably
give
be
it to him?
it's on me, Paul Blart.
That's
You
what
saved
I'm
the day.
saying.
better yet,
You're the mall hero.
Pixie Sticks now sponsors him.
Well, if you guys can add Pixie Sticks.
Maybe he goes on tour
2011.
sponsored by Pixie Sticks, going to school, teaching kids about living with hypoglycemia.
And mall
And,
safety.
and he's like, that's why I'm always carrying these bad boys around. I'm not a fucking junkie.
Mhm.
I need it so I could stay sharp. So I say when he like puts his hand out, like McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street when he's talking about cocaine, and he's like, I need to be wired.
Well, also he's probably doing like Pixie Stick commercials too. You think, right?
I don't know if that's a product that has advertising.
Probably.
It's just a big stick of sugar.
Seems like a 2010
It's crazy.
thing.
How is that even a thing?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Taking down
Literal
sugar.
sugar.
Maybe in case you need to get your sugar levels
mean,
up.
Yeah.
Fun dip is literally just sticking a stick of sugar into sugar.
Yeah,
And
it was like
that's
it was just
funny.
like flavored
We were
sugar.
eating weird
Ugh.
shit as kids.
Fun dip is like nails on a chalkboard to me.
When I was a kid, I loved eating steak.
I never did the powder.
Yeah,
The
like
stick
dipping
is
it-
terrible.
powder.
Oh, I love that
terrible.
What? Wait, I'm so confused.
Like
Why?
dipping it in like a dry powder. Like, gross.
The wet stick of your like saliva. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Bad.
Yeah, if you're the only one enjoying it.
Yeah, it's not the case.
It's
Yeah.
like soup.
Oh,
Or
it's
cereal.
gross.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop talking about it.
Yeah, I think this might be the third time I've said this was released on January 16th, 2009, because I have other notes under that about what else came out that day. Hotel for Dogs.
Oh, I
I
remember
saw
saw
that
that.
in theaters.
Yeah, the kid from Wizards of Waverly Place. Right?
Which one?
Yes.
The
Yes,
younger
the
brother.
Younger brother.
JT Austin?
Yeah.
So
Hell,
What happened to
Blart-
him?
Wasn't he on some
Is-
TV show?
is he not
The
the
Fosters?
The Fosters. Didn't he like not return?
Is he not in
something?
what?
isn't there a Wizards reboot?
Is he in the reboot? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's just
The two? I don't know.
so,
Alright,
you know,
what you were
girlfriend's
saying.
older brother.
So your choices that weekend were Paul Blart, Hotel for Dogs, Notorious was a biopic about the Notorious B.I.G., and My Bloody Valentine 3D.
Ooh.
which one are you picking?
I want to see that.
My bloody
My
Valentine.
bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
Paul Blart.
I gotta go with Man of the Law, Blart.
Yeah.
That's the only one of any of these I've seen. I never saw Hotel for Dogs. Have not seen Notorious. Have not seen My Bloody Valentine 3D.
I want to say My dad bought a copy of My Bloody Valentine, and for like my brother had a sleepover, and he wasn't allowed to play it for him because it was too inappropriate. Like my mom was like, "Nope, not allowed."
Come on, Jen. Sorry.
Really doxing Pat's parents here.
Scream his address out on
Yeah, yeah.
222 Negro Arroyo Lane. That's a Breaking Bad reference. The only real note on this movie's production I have is it was shot in the Burlington Mall in Burlington, Massachusetts, in like February. So they had to put all this Christmas shit up, and they're like, everyone just let Kevin cook.
Probably doesn't take too long to put all that stuff up and take it down, you know.
I guess, but it's just like, oh, it's February. There's still Christmas stuff up. And you're like, oh, Kevin James is shooting. And you're like, oh, okay.
Do you think like the extras were all just like normal customers? Like, all right, we're shooting a movie.
Yeah, I think they shot a real guerrilla style. You know,
Yeah.
it's an avant-garde piece. I think I've avoided the categories long enough at this point. I'm kind of running on fumes here. But the only thing I guess I'll say before we get into that is, have any of us seen the second one more than once?
Nope.
I don't think
Or
I've ever
once that
seen
have
it.
we all? I've seen it. I saw it in the theater. Pat, you've seen it.
I saw it back in the day, and it was terrible.
Jack, you've seen it.
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
I don't think I've seen it.
Maybe a year and a half ago.
Damn, you didn't see it when it came out.
That was your first time?
Yeah, that was my
Watching
first time, yeah.
David Billy.
So I'm pretty fresh with
I
it.
remember I saw it like on television, like
Mhm.
after they started playing it.
I
Yeah.
don't
So
think I've
it
ever
was
seen
with
it.
commercials. I never
Mhm.
saw it straight through.
We should
Yeah.
bought it.
No,
that'd be-
yeah, what I remember, no good, no good.
No, I wasn't. No, not good.
I do remember it kicks off with his mom being run over by a milk truck.
What?
Oh yeah,
You guys
She
didn't know this?
dies?
yeah,
Dude,
Wait, she dies?
yeah.
I don't remember that.
the opening of that
God.
movie, I remember. This is based on a 10-year-old memory. I remember.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's like Paul is updating us on how life has been, and Amy has left him, so he's divorced.
Yeah.
What?
And I remember he's holding like the fucking like divorce certificate, and he like starts crying and throws it down and runs out of the room. And then it cuts to like early in the morning, his mom is like bending down to pick up the newspaper, and then a fucking milk truck just runs her over like at like in Mad
God.
Max.
Is
or
she not
something.
in the second one at all?
No,
She
she-
dies.
No,
And-
I'm
and
talking,
that-
no, I'm talking about
Amy.
Amy.
At
No,
at the end of the first one, you just know that marriage is going to end in a divorce.
but then after
That's
the
why they shouldn't have made a second one.
they
after-
shouldn't.
after the milk truck, he's so then the same thing happens. I remember where he's like holding the death certificate, and then he does the same thing, like throws it down, and starts crying, and runs out. They really put our boy through it in the first like minute or two.
He's a tortured man.
Well, I realized
What
that
goes
yesterday
wrong?
when I was watching this. I was like, I never realized what a sad sack he is. You know, he's, you know,
Yeah.
he's got these big dreams of serving the state of New Jersey and keeping everyone safe, but you know, this damn condition he has, you know, he's not quite up there to do it. So
Keeping
he
him
has
down.
Goose
Yeah.
egg parade.
he has to slum it at the mall, and you know, he doesn't really have any friends. Everyone thinks he's a weirdo, and you know, it's
keeping
just him,
down.
his mom, and his daughter. Because you know, his ex-wife was just using him for immigration status, and then
Yeah.
booked as soon as they had Rainy Rodriguez. And then
That's actually terrible.
It's terrible.
there's a fucking picture of them on like the camera or whatever. I don't know.
Who is
Or was
it? I wonder who
Parkland?
that lady is. Where is she? That's our sixth man.
But you know, yeah, and like I never realized how like pathetic this guy was. I'm sure I probably did as a kid, and I just didn't want to put it in like the terms of reality where I was like, dude, this guy's life sucks. Yeah. Do you think Mullet Fingers would ever try to like blow up the mall in a protest?
Yeah.
Oh, Mullet
Right,
Fingers
yeah.
versus Paul Blart. I'd like to see that.
Oh, dude, I might have to give it to Mullet.
Segway.
Mullet Fingers is sneaky.
Segway versus shoeless and sockless. Mullet Fingers running
You
down
could
the
say
mall.
barefoot.
Home Alone kid versus Paul Blart.
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I gotta give it to Kevin. He's a psycho in the making.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
He's-
Chainsaw.
He's fucking fried Harry and Marv on two separate occasions in two different states, two totally different environments. Suburban Illinois versus the Big Apple.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's tough for anyone to beat Kevin.
Right.
Do you guys want to do the categories, or
Yeah,
should we
sure.
just keep riffing?
Let's do categories.
Who
Best-
knows where we'll end up if we do that.
Yeah,
Best-
'cause we know
Yeah,
what-
I feel like I haven't had much of a plan this one, but it's okay.
This
Before
movie's-
we get into categories, what do you guys think about him spying on Amy through the security camera?
Can't be doing
the
that.
one time when he goes back in there and the one camera's like on her
Zoomed
face.
it on her already?
That should
What's
be
going
illegal.
on
That should be
there?
illegal.
Maybe
Yeah.
if someone asks what he's doing, maybe say like he has intel that she might be plotting like a terrorist attack on the mall, and he's a good lip reader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who is that illegal?
it
Or is
should.
he just
being a creep?
I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
I don't know if there's any
He's
specific
being a
law
creep?
against it, but he's totally being a creep.
And it should be illegal.
It should be, yes.
Like I wonder, like if he got caught, like
And I'd probably be like, "The hell are you
They
doing?"
probably
Mark?"
get him fired.
he'd just get fired.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he like almost get caught? Right?
I think that's right when they dumped the trainee on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he
Effect.
like
They
he's
don't
already zoomed
care.
in on her face.
The
and,
other
like,
people we know
she's on
that
the monitor, and you know he doesn't zoom.
the other
out.
security guard does not care.
Yeah, he's there to punch in, throw it up, and punch out. What kind of name is Vec? It was right there.
Bad one.
Back. Like it wants to be
There was
thick,
like-
but it's just not.
There was like a big puddle.
Why didn't you just eat that?
So I don't want all that.
Okay.
There was just a little bit on here, and I was like, for the audio, you know, there was a bit of ice cream on the lid, and I started eating it while asking what kind of name Vec was. And everyone was looking at me like I had 5 heads.
Vec.
What is it? It's short for vector, probably.
No, I don't think Vector's a real name.
No.
I was thinking that, like Despicable Me, but I don't think anyone's actually.
Nobody's
named
actually
Vector.
named Vector.
Vector?
Yeah, you're right.
Vector was a gun in Black Ops, right? The
Yeah.
Vector.
Yeah.
What Black Ops was that?
It was
3.
3.
Oh, I was. If it was the first,
machine gun or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an SMG, the Vector. That's what it was.
if it was the first one,
Oh,
if it was the first Black Ops, I would have said 2010 is Apex Mountain for Vector because that's also when Despicable Me came out.
Yeah.
But I guess it was Black Ops 3, so it's a little late.
The Vector.
the Vector.
Vector.
Yeah, it's an odd name.
It's just Vec.
Vec Sims.
Uh,
Don't you guys just
I
love?
was gonna say
Fridays?
Victoria, but that's Vic. I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe his name is like
Oh,
Richard.
no.
I'm the
Yeah.
leader.
The amount of
Bro,
the
see,
amount
I'll-
of luxury items I have in my Amazon shopping cart.
No, so it came out.
Situation unacceptable.
What a douche! What a douche!
No codes.
Vec. Oh my god.
His tats.
Yeah, he takes off like the jean jacket. Like,
Ooh.
Those tattoos, they looked so fake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell they were just like
Drawn.
wet and put on.
Yeah.
naming all his fucking parkour BMX skater goons after reindeer, and he is Santa Claus.
Oh, I wish I had a baseball bat so I could hit your hand. You would just fall.
Rudolph, where are you? Where's Vixen?
The way he said Rudolph. Oh my god.
Rudolph, where are you?
Rudolph, where are you?
Do we know which one Rudolph is? He's the
blonde
long
hair,
blonde-
yeah.
Dude, when he's like on the ceiling or on the roof with the skateboard and he goes down like he's like catch you later. Catch you later. And then he fucking dies in a ball pit.
The scream as he's on his way down to the ball pit.
He in fact did not end it. Said he's gonna end it, and he didn't.
This is, I think,
Somehow Paul Blart managed to come
I
on
think
top of that situation.
this is the most unhinged episode we've ever had. It's just us fucking screaming. Rudolph, where are you? Rudolph is dead in a fucking ball pit via the head of Paul Blart. Paul Blart.
Codes.
I
The
think
leader.
I think he literally murders someone in this movie. The guy in
With the
the
tanning
tanning
bed?
bed.
Yeah, he
That's
kills
a
him.
literal murder.
He kills him.
At
You're not
worst,
making that out
I
alive.
literally wrote in my notes. At worst, he gets skin cancer.
Well, all the people
Yeah.
in the all the people in the what's the restaurant, the
American Joe's.
no the other one, the
Rainforest
Cafe. He like
blows it the fuck up.
yeah, and then the people who are getting dragged into the bushes, you can hear getting beat up and stuff. Like, he's killing. Oh, you're killing people.
You think this is just him acting out all of his cop fantasies he's had since he was a boy?
Do you think
Like,
that-
tonight's my night?
Is self-defense though, since they have.
I
guns?
think if you're Paul Blart's lawyer, you play the self-defense card first and see where it ends up.
Mhm.
I mean, we know he
Maybe
doesn't
make the
get
case.
arrested.
No, they offer him a spot on their team, and then he's continues to protect the people of the West Orange Pavilion Mall.
And that
But,
one chick.
Yeah, you
that
can't
got-
lock up someone.
That when he was in
standing
events,
pool.
when it landed on her, like that probably
Dude, she
gave her
did.
like brain damage.
She was out cold.
Yeah,
She's
she
gonna
probably
wake up
taken
and
some
bumps.
Back her around.
paralyzed. And then she smacked her head on the door.
Yeah.
I'm the leader.
I'm the leader.
They slide him the gun.
Happy meal.
Were you serious about that? It's not coming. Oh, I wish I imagine like his POV. You walk in and fucking Leon is dangling and spinning. He's not even taken aback at it. He just immediately is like, I wish I
We
had
can
a bat.
recreate that.
Did
right
they
now.
really think they were going to lift him up? Like, whoa, come on.
Do you think those ceilings could hold both Blart and
Who's holding Blart? And he was actively pulling him too.
Yeah,
'cause he-
yeah, come on. You have a pulley system,
pulling.
yeah, there was like multiple people.
and then wait, I'm trying to think of all the people that fall out. It's Stewart,
Amy.
Amy, and the Blarts,
And the Blarts.
And the Blarts.
and then the arcade guy is still down there.
Who else was in there? That just
I think it was just
So-
those four.
Was it the phone guy or was he not in there?
I think he escaped the
He
whole
escaped.
terrorist attack.
Okay.
I think he went home to his daughter and punished her. Whoa.
Party.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Hey.
Or I shouldn't
What are you
even say
saying?
it. Because he took away his phone. He was like, I'm punishing her. So she doesn't have a phone for her man Pahood. So I'm thinking, yeah, now you're not punished. I think the worst of that part is over. The phone's already taken. Now they're rebuilding their relationship. They're having dinner. You know, he doesn't know about any of this happening until the next day, when the fucking glass doors of the mall they have a minivan-sized hole in them.
An explosion on the other side of the building.
Yeah, he's like, why is Rainforest Cafe just ash?
All this property damage, like so much damage.
That's got to be more than whatever Vec and his goons were gonna take out that night.
Yeah, like the vents in the one,
All of Rainforest.
all of Rainforest, the vent that fell from the ceiling.
He destroys two sets of
the
glass doors.
elevator.
Elevator.
Mm-hmm.
The ceiling, the skylight that he and Rudolph fall out.
Oh yeah, that too. Like so much damage.
He destroys two sets of glass doors, one with a Segway and one with a minivan.
The Hallmark.
Yeah, the
store.
Hallmark when everyone deserves a card on their birthday.
So much damage.
Paul Blart is not a badass. And then there's a fucking huge explosion. It's like, dude. All right, categories. Jesus Christ.
Do it.
Best scene. I have here are my nominees. I have the adventure in Victoria's Secret with the two women fighting over the bra,
Mhm.
and then Blart gets his ass handed to him. And yeah, you know, it's just like a day in the life, you know. He had these big dreams, and this is what his life is. He's trying to mediate a fight over a bra, and then being forced with tremendous upper body strength. I've got that. I've got the night out at American Joe's. Just tragic, really. You know, he's been accepted by someone. He accepts the invitation, and you know, he can't hold his liquor.
Mhm.
In his defense, he thought it was lemonade,
Yeah.
He doesn't drink.
but he makes an ass of himself.
That
He does
lemonade
not
is
drink.
insane.
Something that stuck out to
It's
me
margarita.
in this. So I'm wondering. I was like, so this is
No, I don't drink.
a lot of people from different sections of this mall all like got the word that it's like happy hour, American Joe's tonight. I noticed that Vec is there. It was his first day. They accepted him very quickly, or
Yeah.
maybe he was just out there already. He was like, "Hey guys,"
Or he was just going to scope it out.
Yeah.
in all likelihood, that's probably it.
But
But
did he get an invite or did he?
I'm
just
thinking
go?
they're-
He went. He just
Yeah.
went.
Or is he like, hey, new guy, we got this thing we do. Why don't you come tag along?
and
How
then,
do you get an invite to that?
I was wondering. I was like, is this mall wide or is just like a select circle of like the Unbelievable Kiosk, the Stewart's Pen firm, the foam guy, whatever Leon does? I don't think.
He was the hot sauce stand.
Oh, I thought he just went and bought that. I see. Oh, that makes sense.
Mm.
That would explain why his shirt has flames on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have that, and then I only had three. So my other one is the Detroit Rock City mall takeover.
Mm.
Well, our boy is shredding. He's aloof to all of this happening. When you know the mall is under attack, there's some crazy ass people trying to take over the mall. Those are my nominees. This movie really is just Die Hard in a mall.
Yeah, the whole like once the bad guys take over, it's hard to put that as just one scene because it's just.
I guess you just
one
sectionalize it as like which goon is he taking out now?
Yeah. That's a good way to-
Another nomination is just the setting up his profile for the dating app and just the segue compilation video.
Also, the opening scene with him doing like the tryouts, he just
Oh,
passes
yeah.
out. He's like going hard. He's like, "Oh, this
He's good.
guy's
He
this
does a
guy's
fucking
big.
flip.
Like this guy's big, but he's fit."
He can do
And
it.
then he just passes out.
Mhm.
Damn hypoglycemia.
And the dinner pie scene, just I like that too.
He wants it.
That was like right after the
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah, I want some pie.
Bringing it up.
Right now.
Oh, right,
She
you got
brought
me
it
thinking
up.
about
By now, yeah. I'm my favorite scene's the bar.
I'm going with that
yeah,
too.
It's easily the best. The
I'm-
funniest.
I'm gonna go with the arcade rock band.
Nice.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
So before I get to my best scene, talking about the rock band.
Oh god.
So Kevin James is not actually playing rock band. You know,
Probably
you can just tell it in his fingers, you know, a little disappointing, you know, get him on there. You know, make it a little bit more believable.
You gotta lock in Rock Band.
He's
You can't be playing Paul Blart.
He's a fakist.
You could say.
So yeah, I'm going with American Joe's.
Mhm.
I got reasons why.
Okay.
We get nachos.
That is W.
We get the Stuart head flinch.
Mhm.
When he like
Spoiler, that's my best moment.
We
That's
get-
the only thing I wrote down.
we
Wait,
get
what?
When
Oh, when he
he like
he's like,
Why?
I just bought a Camry, so
So-
eat me. And he
he's
like walks off. He's like,
what?
"Thank you
We
for
get,
that, brother.
drunk Paul Blart barking.
Holding beers.
Yeah,
Maybe
beers.
it was- That's gonna sound terrible as well.
We get Paul Blart hitting the dance floor, and we get Paul Blart falling out the window. All in this one
More property
one
damage.
scene. Yeah, that's what I'm going
He's a
with.
liability.
He is a liability. All this property damage. And told my mom all about us.
So happy.
Still got the baggies.
That's the funniest, yeah.
Because he's talking about the socks he was wearing in Victoria's Secret, and then when he spills because he's like, he mentions the socks like the baggies or whatever, and then he spills the lemonade, and he's still got the baggies.
Best quote. I went with the wise words of Officer Blart. Safety never takes a holiday. This shit's just like, I think the samurai lived by that.
It doesn't take a holiday.
That is what I had down too for mine.
Jack,
I have so many.
Oh, I got
So-
a few.
please
Go.
So
list off your noms.
many. All right, I'll just rip right through it.
Mhm.
We all have crosses to bear, sweetheart. Mine's called hypoglycemia. Yeah, I'm gonna want some pie. Kevin James laugh. I meant now. Get the pie now. You said it, and I kind of just got it stuck in my head now. Then he's like, pie. Safety never takes a holiday, of course. Okay, my lip is numb.
That's after being hit with a ball.
Need a little more volume up top. You do men. You do men, Eric. I don't understand why you're laughing. I just called you fat.
I'm not laughing.
Everyone's going to American Joe's tonight. I don't want to see you there. We're gonna split some onion strips. This one's great. The first American Joe's actually opened its doors in 1972. Most people, because of its service and theme, think it's derivative of Ape and Movie, but it's not. It's its own thing. Wow, you
know,
really
our
fun
fact
fact,
ball.
Paul. Hey Blart, I heard you got your ass handed to you by a fat chick in Victoria's Secret. I don't pick women. No, just minivans, right? Yeah, and you're a pen salesman, dude. Yeah, and
We have this whole exchange.
I just bought a Camry, so eat me. Hey, thanks for getting my bag back. My bag there, brother. Security blood runs deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a whole 2 minutes of film.
Told my mom all about us. The Summit 5280 Falcon. I didn't say we were together. I said she's into leather. What do we do? I don't know. Give up, I guess. Guys?
Stick to the plan.
Any demands? Yeah, Happy Meal in silence. Well, let's make some noise.
Plump and bulbous.
Glasses smooth.
Two Patrick Stewarts, you know what I mean? Come on back, y'all.
Yeah, it's not.
This was back off scene. Or not off scene, off
screen.
screen. He's like, I'm supposed to be on my way to the Cayman Islands, right, with the hostages. And it was just he said that and it was off screen. You could tell it was like in the background, but that's all I got.
You had some entire scenes.
I had quite a few.
Okay.
So after this Summit 5280 fountain scene, she goes, stunning. Yeah, I know. How would you like to sign your name with this panther or R?
I like that.
I poohed. You are probably sweating over her right now.
She has crazy, sexy feet. She's
Vec-
kind of a freak.
The trainee? No, the brainy.
Rainy.
And then the other, my favorite one was the pen salesman, but then I had two from Commander Kent. I'm Commander Kent. My team is deploying. Get this location secure.
Just like them.
And then at the end, when Paul is like running through the woods, he just pulls up and he goes,
I thought about that too, but I didn't know it would be too like,
Oh,
obscure.
dude, it was so short, but I'm like, this is so funny. I have to put this in here.
Don't do it, block. And then fucking switcheroo like an elevator. Commander James Kent, New Jersey SWAT.
Oh, let's make some noise.
Set you on fire at the Pancake Festival. Is Paul Blart just such a universally around these parts disrespected man that like he's literally set on fire and it's laughed at later?
Yeah.
No one,
And
you know,
what
no
was
one's
it?
facing any jail time.
The pancake.
The Pancake Festival.
Pancake Festival.
Oh,
They should have had like filmed like just
flashback
flashback scene.
for like 2 seconds. He's like,
Amanda James Kent,
Dude,
New Jersey SWAT.
does Commander Kent win the movie? I wouldn't have thought about it before, but now we're fucking dying at everything he says.
Plump and bulbous, glassy, smooth.
It's like doing the cop pose, like
Yeah.
holding it. Paul Blart is not a badass.
Communications, check.
Would you like to
This is
see
so
him and Big
hardcore.
Nick?
Oh
Knuckle
my
up.
god.
That'd be awesome.
Him and Big Nick knuckling up.
Sixth man. My
I
nominees.
got some quotes still.
Oh, I forgot we were still on quotes. Jesus Christ.
Um,
I'm drunk on.
yeah, I'm
quotes.
just gonna roll through these. When the guy asked Paul Blart about the bathroom, he's like, "You're gonna want to go to Lord and Taylor. They have 12 stalls and heated seats."
Imagine.
He's a man who knows the ground he's working.
And
Like Max in Collateral.
when he's detaining the scooter guy, trying to, he's like, "Oh, I don't joke about shopper safety."
Never.
No.
And when he's talking to Amy about buying the wigs, he's like, "At those prices, now you got me thinking ponytail." He buys a wig for $9.95.
Crazy.
That's how much a wig is, you know. Got me thinking ponytail. I
Ponytail pod.
I think
I can get one.
I think you and Jack can.
I don't know. Maybe.
Jack would it'd be a small
I
one.
don't figure mine out, but I could probably get one.
I don't think I can.
Going. Yeah,
If
got-
I grow mine out a little more, maybe.
got me thinking ponytail. I'm gonna
I'm
get a
now
wig.
thinking ponytail.
I'm gonna come in with ponytail one day.
At those prices, I would be thinking ponytail too.
Got to all switch hair for it.
Yeah. Somehow.
Like we just in order.
Everyone to your right.
Yeah.
I think I want to say Stewart says this when talking about going to American Joe's. Like, we're gonna split some onion strings.
Yeah, that was one
Yeah,
of Jack's.
Yeah. Paul Blart. I left it in the casuals.
Ah, left it in the casuals.
But his memory's
And
a
then-
damn steel trap. He's got it locked in.
555. Wait. No, okay, now I got it.
Vec says this when he sees Leon hanging. He's like, if I had a bat, I would.
bash you. See how much candy fell out.
Yeah.
Nice. Stick to the plan. Dude, I feel like who wins this movie? It's Vec and Kent in the finals.
Final bracket.
Newsflash for you. Your flight's been canceled.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I gotta go with that one.
That's a good one.
we should make a Paul Blart character bracket.
And you get two total randos. You get like fucking Brooks and Howard.
Yeah, and then you get like
No codes.
still no codes. Then you get like
You
The
get
the
amount of luxury items I have in my Amazon shopping cart. Situation unacceptable.
You can add like Rudolph. You can add
all the
Big
goons,
Saint.
yeah.
You can add so many people to that bracket.
Yeah, which of the goons pull off like the sickest BMX
Yeah.
jumps or some shit?
Best parkour.
Six
James
man.
Kent.
I have 2 nominees because I would have put in Kent, but he might be in it a tad too much. I have Stewart and I have Leon. I'm giving this easy Stewart dub. I love a douchebag. He's a
I
capital
love a
D
douchebag too. I'm gonna give it to Leon though.
He's
You know?
he's a big guy with a heart of gold.
Mhm.
He sees Paul Blart is feeling down. He gives him a bottle of the Devil's Crotch hot sauce, which ends up possibly saving his life.
He brings a smile on my face.
I have 3 6 men.
Okay.
I got guy asking where the men's room is.
Nice.
I have the guy he's crawling over on the booth in American Joe's. Like he's like holding onto his head. False alarm.
Close one.
Yeah. False alarm. And then the guy performing at American Joe's, when he like comes up on stage, he like pauses.
He throws him off.
Yeah, then like, he pauses and then he just like continues dancing.
Billy.
That is my 6-man, the karaoke guy.
Yeah.
Pat.
False alarm.
So my winner is the guy that's trying to get Paul's attention while he's in the arcade when stuff's going on. Do you guys know who I'm talking
There's a
about?
lot of people doing it in the back.
I don't
There's a guy like banging on the glass window trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
He's trying to save him, but he locked the door, you know.
Yeah.
He was
He's
locked
closing
in.
up.
He was literally locked in.
He was literally banging on that door.
There's a
So
few
going,
people who were doing that in the background.
but that guy, he was going so
I
hard.
didn't notice that.
We should have got like
Me
a
either.
behind view from the outside of the store.
We shoulda.
Like the music completely cuts. And
You can
You see the fucking bag of plumber going. I didn't have a best shot. Did anyone?
Oh, I have the best shot.
What is it?
After Paul Blart says, this could have went in quotes, when he's like, scuba, dooba, doo.
Scuba dooby.
Oh my god, it shows him standing tall. He looks like a warrior
Yeah,
inside the restaurant. Oh my god.
I do have a
It's
favorite
wonderful.
shot.
What is it?
It's gonna be the one when he when he collapses on the tarmac and his whole back is out showing his tattoo.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like-
the
he's
live
like-
box.
No, like the whole entire
like
back,
the whole thing.
the whole mural on his back.
I went with Leon shoving his face with nachos.
Oh yeah.
That's a good
That's what
one.
yeah.
I guess I'm thinking about it now. A good one could be the close up of like the statue it's like a fucking Dutch angle.
You blinked.
Billy.
So I had when he was disguised in the hockey,
Oh
the
yeah.
hockey
Oh,
the
yeah.
goalie gear.
Yeah.
His eyes open and then he fucking
Yeah, like takes
Take
a guy
down
off the
the-
wall.
Legs, then he hits him again.
takes out the guy. Yeah, he
That was, like,
unloads on him.
horror movie villain esque.
It was a little slow
opening of the
mo
eyes.
too.
Yeah.
It was like, I liked it.
My best shot, honestly, it might have to go just the shot of the 2 seconds of "Don't do it, Blart." Don't do it, Blart.
Don't do it, Blart.
Best moment, I have the Stewart head flinch. It just really made me laugh. I'm like, this guy is the fucking big dog of them all.
I did when he's shoving like 10 pieces of gum in his mouth.
Yeah.
I have a bunch.
Okay.
I have the YouTube video of him
Mm-hmm.
when he hits the minivan. That's not supposed to be there.
Minivan.
When he pulls over the dude on the scooter, like the walk he does after he pulls him over, walking up to him like the gangster walk.
Mm-hmm.
Blart shoving 6 pieces of gum in his mouth. 6 pieces. Not reading contest, of course. When he hops the building and emerges from the ball pit, just that whole
Yeah.
segment. When he puts on the new uniform, like the black uniform, like the slow mo walk. And my last one was the fall.
The Fall of Saigon.
Oh, when he falls, when they go through the ceiling, the screen. Oh no! When they fall through the ceiling in the bank, and the squeal.
Oh, yes.
Like the squeal Stewart's doing when he lands. That's all I got.
Billy?
So I had. There were too many, but I had anytime Paul crushes a pixie stick. 'Cause he,
Oh, yeah.
He'd rip him open with his teeth and then just
It was like mainline.
immediately shot him down. And there was similar to how fucking Roy Eberhart got abducted into the storage closet. The first goon in the Rainforest Cafe gets like lifted off his head, and I just thought that was very fun. It was a
He
good
really-
moment.
He had that place rigged up.
Yeah,
He did.
And then you just hear like two like hitting like
Blows.
Pat,
then-
you.
No, and then the next shot the guy's out.
Yeah.
That's all.
The only moment that has not been said is when the bad guys are going into the mall for the first time. Someone says something like, "You can't go in there" or something. They're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I think we are."
And then he kicks the
He kicks the
bucket.
bucket.
Yeah.
I
He's like-
consider that too. Yeah, I think we are. Ed Harris. A little tough for this movie because it's a lot of young BMXers.
I'm going Chief Brooks on this.
I
one.
went
That's what
with
I
Brooks
think.
too.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I went Commander James Kent.
Yeah.
there's definitely a world. I don't know how.
I
I
could
don't
see
want
it.
to lose him though.
I could see it.
Yeah, I don't want to lose him.
Mhm.
Well, that's what like Mall Cop 6 is for.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like he'd be a good
No,
SWAT.
yeah.
SWAT.
Oh,
leader.
absolutely.
Commander James Kent.
No,
Get this perimeter secured.
Yeah, well, my men are gonna do it again. The right way.
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
Huh?
I'm in charge.
This is a James Kent fan club.
Let's make some noise.
Blart,
Just speaking about
Blart,
Commander Kent,
Blart, Paul Blart.
we get towards the end a big "Hello Zep" moment
Yeah, we
when
do.
it's revealed he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big "Hello Zep"
you
moment.
don't even have to use a gun. I hope you don't mind if I use one. Like he doesn't even take a breath.
Immediately.
Holy
What a
shit.
picture.
Impressive Blart. Taking down an assailant without a firearm.
Hope you don't mind if I use one.
Oh, popcorn was thrown in the air.
I have just two random extra notes. Just,
Okay.
I Can't Hold Back by Survivor Needle Drop times 2. And then something you said earlier, Pat, but I really hated that I got a newsflash for you. Your flight's been canceled.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Oh, I love that.
Would you
It's so
rather he
stupid.
use one of Brooks's notes, like you in what army?
Yeah, I wish he, yeah.
Those have the old. They might be a little, little old and tired, but
They have heart.
it's an old man's advice. You know,
You
he's
know-
been around the block.
Do you know who I could see playing his role?
Which one?
The guy who said your flight's been canceled.
Oh, Howard,
Sergeant.
Yeah, I could see, well, I don't know his name, the dad from Hancock.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I could see him playing that role.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just can't.
It's an interesting. I'm trying to picture it right now. It's weird because do you only know Jason Bateman from Hancock?
I've seen him in other stuff too.
'Cause I know him mainly from like Arrested Development,
Yeah.
and then there's like Ozark.
Yeah.
So like he's a very like I'm trying to picture him as like the officer like trying to be taken seriously. There's a world for sure. Any other
I got
extra notes?
2 more notes. When he is like starting to train the dude and he like hits his hand on top. That's like the nice little detail that wherever he slaps it, it's a more weathered down
yeah, he's
than
been
the
doing
other
it for a
words.
while, yeah.
Show that he does that every day.
What does he say? Slap it, honor it.
Yeah, something like that.
My last note that I have is just driving her in the Segway, comma, Paul Blart Riz, question mark?
I was thinking this last night. I was like, did Paul
Sheesh.
Blart pave the way 16 years earlier for the Rizzler? You know, big guy, heart of gold.
He set the Rizzler. Yeah, he made the
Yeah.
Rizzler what he is today.
Yeah, maybe the Rizzler.
Without Paul Blart, is the Rizzler relevant?
Yeah, maybe like 2 years ago he saw Paul Blart. He was like 6 years old.
And
Changed
this
his
movie, it gets 2 pluses for me. 1 plus is for nachos.
What
And-
do you are the pluses just like something you appreciate? Just
yeah, I
respect
guess. I
moments.
don't really, there's not much
Just moments
much
of
thought
respect.
into it. Just plus. And then just plus for goons.
I love
Bonus
those.
points for the parkour, bikes, and skateboards.
What's the best
Ridiculous
use-
parkour.
Is the best use of parkour in film? Is it this or the fucking chase in Casino Royale in the opening in like Madagascar? Is it Bond or Blart?
Come on.
I know the answer. I just want to talk it out.
Is Blart the new Bond?
Well,
Could be.
I was thinking this earlier today. Should Paul Blart have been America's answer to James Bond, where he's this like iconic character
Yes.
that is played by many actors over like 50 years, and he's held with such like sacred, like this is sacred property. Because you know when they have the talk of like who's going to be the next Bond, it's like, those Brits take it seriously. Should Blart have been our Bond?
If they didn't fumble 2, they could have.
Yeah, eventually Kevin James does like 5, and then they gotta look for other guys to put on the stash and ride the Segway, and they can have like the like Bond-esque like opening titles, and like everyone like writes a song for it, like Skyfall.
You know who else I could see playing Paul Blart?
Who?
Jonah Hill.
You were telling me that earlier.
Yeah, I said that.
Billy told me that earlier.
I could see it.
Just a big goon.
Jonah Hill
Big goof.
does have a brief role as a similar type of character in Night at the Museum 2, when
Yeah.
he's a guard at the Smithsonian, Burundon.
Brundon.
And Ben Stiller's like, okay, Brandon. He's like, it's Brundon.
Cecil.
What did I watched? I dusted off the old DVD to watch this. It was not streaming, so not even a Blu-ray, a digital versatile disc.
I use the good old Goku.sx.
Flixbaba.com.
What the fuck is that?
Goku is giving him a hard time, I guess.
It was.
Flicks
How do you find Flix Baba?
Don't ask. Just
There's always another one.
Baba. I
Once
go
Goku's done.
Goku's.
I
It was
go
working, right?
Yeah, I got it.
It wasn't working for me. I was trying on my Xbox though, so that may have been.
That's why.
Yeah.
And Pat, you
Flix
were on
Baba.
Yep,
DVD.
DVD as well. 0 for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say Paul Blart. They don't follow it up with Monk.
Unless I had money on the nacho eating contest.
Oh, they probably did, but that's up in the air.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah,
like
we
the
need to
cell
see
phone
cash
guy
on
was
the
like the
table,
bookie,
right?
like
Yeah.
place your
Yeah,
bets with
place your bets.
VJ?
No freeze frame.
No
Yeah.
freeze frame.
I had one more thing. So Vex said that he was going to get 30 million from these codes.
Yeah.
Even in 2009, in this New Jersey mall, that seems like a big stretch to me. 30 million.
I could see like
We're
maybe
still in the
It's the
recession. too.
holidays.
I understand.
It's Black Friday.
Yeah, but they don't have 30.
But he was just saying the code's from this one day. And I'm like, there's no
From
way
Black
this mall
Friday.
made $30 million on one day.
They
Black
aimed it towards
Friday?
Black Friday because there would be more money.
I could see it on Black Friday.
I
30
couldn't-
million.
30 million
I
though?
couldn't see it.
I just kind of find it hard to believe that they would just. I mean, I guess like, where are you gonna put it? But like, that much money, I feel like they put it somewhere.
Because we saw him send the two parkour
rather than-
people
It's not gonna be $30 million
for
in cash
15
right
stores each. So that's
Mhm.
30.
Yeah.
So is each one pulling $1 million?
Right.
Why the Cayman Islands?
That's where all the money goes to be laundered.
Even if there were more, because there were like, what did it
I've
say,
noticed.
200 stores?
No.
That still is a stretch.
I feel like in movies and TV, anytime there's like offshore accounts or whatever, like in The Firm, Gene Hackman and Tom Cruise go to the Cayman Islands, and Hackman gets a little freaky. I'd love to do The Firm eventually. The movie's great.
Guys.
Speaking big
Speaking of
segue. Tom
Tom
Cruise,
Cruise.
90s, big
Segue.
announcement. Anyone have any final thoughts on Paul Blart?
Done, we're wrapped
No.
up.
Good mustache.
Segway, Paul Blart.
Next week, we are starting Mission Impossible month. We are leading up to the release of The Final Reckoning. We're going to do every Mission Impossible movie. We're going to do one a week. So next Wednesday, we will reconvene, talk about the original 1996 Mission Impossible.
Hype.
Jack, you've
hype,
never seen
hype.
any of them.
Never.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
god.
It is
When we saw the Minecraft movie, we saw the trailer for
Final Reckoning?
I was
Yeah.
like, Jack,
looks sick.
get ready.
Looks sick.
Dude, get ready. And
Most I've been excited for a movie like ever.
Ever.
and they get better as they go along.
yes.
Yeah.
So
That's what I
you're
meant
not you're
somewhere,
not peaking early.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I still really like one, but it's very different
Yeah.
by the time you get to Fallout. So that's gonna be fun to track your first viewings.
Right.
Yes.
Probably my favorite movie franchise. I love
Very
it.
excited.
That's next.
Mission Impossible.
Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dun, dun.
I'm Commander Kent. My team is deploying. I need this location secured. Establish a perimeter. Get all these people out of here.
Whoa, this is all done
My
already.
men are gonna do it again, the right way. Have your guys fall back now. Divinity demands.
A happy meal in absolute silence.
Well, let's make some noise. I got snipers at the ready. Communications in check. Let's tap into security now. Let's get some visuals.
You can't. They knocked out the video.
Are you ready to take on-scene command in 3, 2, 1? I'm in charge.